Ik heb water. Ja.
Yeah. So I was just asking if you had some coffee. So it's water.
Yeah, I'm drinking water. I love water.
Yeah. Welcome, Marlin, in our 29th coffee break. How are you
Thank you,
doing?
Jim. Thank you for the invitation.
How are you
Very
doing?
happy to be here.
Yeah. How about you?
I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. It's Monday. I had a wonderful weekend, so I'm ready to go for my new goals this week. So I'm very happy. Yeah.
Is that always the start of your week?
No, no. But I really had a good week at the seaside, and yeah, I have some interesting appointments this week. So yeah, I'm very looking forward to all that. So it's a good forecast. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Yeah. Today we will talk about how to unleash your full potential, how to unlock your full potential. Your mindset mentor, you are
Hmm.
founder of the Mindset Shift Academy.
Hmm.
Explain what is it all about?
Yeah, that's correct. So I founded the Mindset Shift Academy in 2021, and I guide leaders, entrepreneurs in stepping into their full power and their potential, because we are all limited by our past, by our experiences, by our conditioning, by our genetics, and there are ways to overcome that. And I found that way first for myself because I also was stuck, I was struggling with many things, and I found ways to overcome that. I learned that in the United States in an institute there, in the Proctor Gallagher Institute, and that was so powerful that I now help other persons to step into their power, because many times we are in our own way. I don't know if you can relate to that, to be in your own way, that you want to do something but you're stuck and you cannot move forward because there is something blocking you, and what is blocking you most of the times is yourself, your own conditioning. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah. I'm well aware about the topic. Now, for me, one of the main things in the topic is like the moment that you have like 1% of doubt, it's not happening. Is that part of your program?
Yeah, it's not part of my program, but we it's part of our minds.
Mhm.
So I work with a program that is based on 50 years of research. So it's really well structured. But we also learn in the program how to control more your mind, because what you think about all the time is what you create in your life. Many people are not aware of that, but at the end of the day, it's like that. And also, many people think so many negative stuff. They are not aware of it, but it's been a habit. So they have an habitual thinking of negative thinking. So their surroundings, their life, and also their results are negative. And what I also teach is I guide my clients. I can also give tips today, maybe, to overcome that, to shift, because you can, how do you say, you can catch a thought. You're like, oh my God, am I thinking this? No, 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 and you can shift it. You can reject it. So it all starts with minding your mind. What's happening in your mind? What are the thoughts that you're having? It all starts with that. Are
Mhm.
you positive? Are you negative? What is happening in your mind? And
Yeah.
also the conditioning, it plays a big part in that, past
Mhm.
conditioning.
Yeah. And maybe we start with the outcome. Why is it so important to have goals? Why should people start
Mm.
having goals, and
Mm.
why?
Yeah, I love that question. So that's of course the basic. That's a start point for everybody.
Mhm.
If you don't have goals, you are lost. If you don't have goals, you stay where you are. If you don't have goals, you will focus on things that doesn't matter,
Mhm.
like gossip news, like what is my neighbor doing, what is my best friend doing. Um, and I know many people, because not everybody has the same level of awareness, and that's okay. But I also know many people in my environment that are lost, that do not have goals. And what are they doing? For example, they are cleaning out their cupboards. You know, in the kitchen, you have some. They are cleaning it out every week because they have nothing less other to do. So
Hmm.
they are lost.
Yeah.
Once you will feel more happy if you have a goal. We are goal seeking mechanism. We are goal seeking. Um, our mind has a goal seeking mechanism, and we will feel more healthy, vibrant, happy when we are focusing for when we
Mhm.
are working on a goal. Yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah. The importance of self-realization. It's like
Yeah.
Maslow's peak of the pyramid.
Yeah.
Now you follow a program. You're yeah teaching people in that program. Can you give us like kind of an overview? What are the steps? What is like the structure of getting
Yeah.
to the point that you are able to reach whatever goal you want?
Yeah, absolutely. So first we start with finding out what is your goal. So the question that you have to ask yourself is, what do you really want? So what do you really want to achieve in this life? What do you love doing? And the first thing starts, of course, with yourself. We're not looking for the goals of your partner, nor your boss, nor your friends. We are looking for what do you really want? And I always invite my clients to start writing that down in a profound way. And then once you found that, we have to look at your habits. What is your habitual behavior? For example, many people have there is in many people's life, also in my life, also had to work on that. There is a gap between what you know and what you do. It's like you know you have to do that, but you don't do it. You know you have to do that action, but you don't do it. It's like you do kind of self sabotage.
Hmm.
So that's the second phase that I do in the program. I help my clients to overcome the knowing doing gap
Hmm.
with specific focus in the direction of their goals, so that the gap becomes smaller. And once only just with that shift, the results will go up, and there will be an improvement in your life as well in your professional life as in your personal life, like procrastination, like living more healthy. It can be different, like taking care of yourself. It can be like working less hard. It can be different things. It depends. And it's also different for everybody. But
Hmm.
procrastination is something that really comes back a lot with my clients.
Yeah. So after the habits, then.
Yeah, after the habits, we have the thinking. That's what you said before, the thinking. So to control your mind, what are you thinking? How can you control your mind, and how can you reject negative thoughts? And we
Hmm.
go on, we go on, we go on, and then we go deeper in our mental faculties. We all have mental faculties. What are mental faculties? Mental faculties are like intuition, your perception, your memory, your yeah, I don't have them here top of mind, but we have six mental faculties. And I also learn to your focus, your will. I also help you to gain those faculties, your imagination, for example. Many people stop imagining, and its imagination is the most valuable thing that we all have, humans. It's also imagination that's yeah, that sheds us apart from animal kingdom.
Hmm.
It's with our imagination that we can create things. Like La Tour Eiffel was first created in our minds. A special car is first created in our minds, and everything is first created in our minds. So I learned to develop those skills. And then the sixth model is one of my favorite. That is the self-image,
Hmm.
because we are all limited by our self-image. So we have all a self-image that is created via our parents, our education, past lovers, bosses, and so on. And that you can never outperform your own self-image. So
Hmm.
what I learn my clients is to step into their power, into their potential, and to step into their own, yeah, to empower their own talents that are most of the time, yeah, buried away. So I help that also to unlock. And then we go further with how to overcome anxiety, because many people want to step out of their comfort zone, but it feels so uncomfortable. And there are ways to overcome that uncomfortableness, to step into your greater self and to reach more and higher things. so that you can start quantum leaping your results. And then we shift to the model of belief. What do you believe? And we are not talking here about religion, but we are talking about your beliefs. Do you believe that you can do it? Do you believe that you're shy? Do you believe that you are powerful? Do you believe that you can attract the things that you want in your life? Do you believe that you are worthy of the things that you want in your life? I can go on about that theme also a lot of time. And what I also noticed is that for many people, that's the last phase, the belief. What do you believe? And then we continue with our attitude. The attitude is such a powerful thing. What is your attitude on a daily basis? How do you interact with other people? That's also a very, very important thing in achieving success. And then we continue. How can you be a good leader? There are good leaders. There are good followers. How to be a good leader? What are the tips of becoming a better leader? How can you be more powerful in that role? Most of the thing, if you really want to succeed, you have to do things that other people don't like to do. And there's only 1% of the population that is willing to do things that other people do not like to do. And that's also something that I'm guiding my clients with. And then there's also compounding the mind. We're always better together. Also, Jim, if we have a moment when we can speak, we can lift each other up. There's also a lot of power in that, and also in quantum leaping. It's not necessary to raise like that. You can raise like this. But our logic tells us that we have to go this way, and then no, we can do that. So that's really, in a nutshell, the program. It's really transformative. It's very valuable, and it's over 6 months. Yeah.
Yeah. Can you give an example of something that people don't want to do?
Prospecting, calling people. Are you interested in my offer? Selling. Some things at work, waking up early, doing sports, taking care of themselves. Unfortunately, we are a little bit lazy. We can be a little bit lazy. It's nice to watch Netflix, but if you watch Netflix all the time, there will be not much improvement. You will not. I love also watching Netflix from time to time, but we all have the same amount of time in one day, and it's up to you what you do with that time in one day.
Yeah.
So you can. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have an explanation why people are sometimes lazy? I have like an own.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, but I sometimes say like, people are 70% water, and water is looking for the easiest way. So that's my explanation to why people are lazy, because they are looking for the easiest way.
Yeah. I love that explanation. I think that it's the way our mind works. Also with thoughts, we will think more probably negative thoughts than positive thoughts. We are used to think negative. If something is happening, for example, you have a child and the child is not coming home, you're like, oh my God, she's not coming home, where is she? You're thinking of the worst. Your mind is programmed to think first of the worst, and your mind is not programmed to think first of the best. That is the way we are programmed. So it's inherent in ourselves. So it takes a lot of mastery, a lot of self-control to control the mind. I'm working on my mind every day. I'm working on my thoughts every day to keep them in shape and the way I want them. Because if you don't do that, you will go in a loop, and you can be in a negative loop, of course. So it all depends on you. But you can learn those skills, of course, and that's the good news.
Now, when you pick your first goal, I know that sometimes it's not that easy to pick like that first goal, and then later I will ask a question. But the first goal, what is important to pick the first goal?
Yeah, that's a good question. So it has to be a goal that thrills you, that you get excited about, not a small goal. You don't go for the small goal. You go for something that you really get, oh my God, wow, imagine that I can achieve that, or okay, I get enthused by it. So that's one of the first steps. And then you ask yourself the questions: am I able and am I willing? Am I able to do what is necessary to achieve that goal, but it will not come like that? And am I willing? And most of the time you're able, but are you willing? But you will have to do things that maybe are not that pleasant, and you will have to come outside your comfort zone. That's the purpose of the goal. And the purpose of the goal is to make you grow. So it all starts with that. But it's just you choose and you go for it. And then maybe you can change your goal during the process. It's okay. It's okay to change your process, or to change the goal during the process. But because you will have grown, eh? As I was telling, the purpose of a goal is especially to grow yourself.
Yeah. And what happens then the moment that you achieve your first goal? What was your first goal?
My first goal was to have my first client, of course, 1.5 years ago.
Yeah.
So I have here, how do you say, a graphic, because I was here when I started, Jim. I was here, and then I went to there. There I sit in, and then now I want to go there. So yeah, what happens? I have a different vibration. I have a different level of awareness. I have so much more knowledge, so much more faith. Yeah, it feels good to go for it and to
Yeah.
become a better version of yourself every day. That's what I'm
Yeah,
aiming
yeah. I
for.
think I think the increase of self-confidence, it's one of the most important things, because then you know the next goal will be then like,
Yeah,
yeah, higher and easier compared to the situation where you were when you were thinking about your first goal.
yeah,
Now, how important is it to be in balance before you
mm,
start your goal setting?
yeah. First, I want to come back to the self. The confidence of yourself is one of the keys to everything. If you don't have confidence in yourself, there will not many things that can happen. So that is why it's so necessary to work on your self-image. And what was your
Yeah.
question? Uh,
That was my question.
Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I forgot it.
About your goals, to be confident.
Yeah, so we spoke about increasing the comfort. Yeah, my question was about the balance. Like,
Yeah.
how important is it to be in balance
Yeah.
before you start like putting your first goal?
Oh, yeah. Of course, there are different levels of balance. Of course, when you are on a really deep level in your life, first you have to get out of the anxiety, the burnout, the full negative thoughts.
Mhm,
If you're there, it will be difficult to start working on your goals. You first have to take care of yourself, also take care of your body, all those things. And then once you're a little bit better, you can start working really on your
mhm,
goals. But then beyond that, I think it's for everybody. It's for me. It's for you. It's for also the clients or everybody who's listening. Also, we are every day working on maintaining our balance. It's choosing. Is what are we gonna focus on? We only have that time we only have that less time in one day. So what are we gonna focus on? So
mhm.
balance is everything. I think the
Yeah,
key is to how to keep balance. It's to focus, it's to choose, it's to make decisions, right decisions, wise decisions. Um, yeah,
yeah,
but you can learn it over time. If you
yeah.
have the right focus, you will learn to master and to be more in balance.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's why I sometimes put like a balance goal instead of a result goal. That I start with a
Mm,
balance goal to be like really stable, and then put afterwards a result goal. Now,
yeah.
what I learned from the Japanese, yeah, I learned from Harada. So I am teaching the Harada methods, and it has like four main pillars. It's like balance. So that's the
Yeah.
first thing. Then determination. So how
Mm,
badly do you want it? Then optimism. So it's like the way of thinking, and then discipline. So I
yeah.
guess all these four elements are also included
Mhm,
in what you are teaching people.
mhm. Absolutely. And the fourth one that you said, so discipline, I love, discipline is so important in achieving anything. And it's
Mhm,
like my mentor always said, Bob Proctor, discipline is the ability to give yourself a command and follow it.
mhm.
So it's this morning also, I was awake at 5:30. I was like, oh my God, not 5:30. It's too early. But I was awake, and then I said, yeah, okay, I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna do my morning routine.
Yeah. Now, and maybe there you have an explanation. What I see is like there's a part of the people um, who are searching, who like to be free. They don't
Mm.
like discipline.
Yeah.
So they don't. In general, they don't like structure. They don't like
Mm,
discipline. So
mm,
they for freedom. They are like constantly also jumping from one idea to the other.
mm,
How easy
mm,
is it for these people? Like if you have, and they lack discipline in a lot of
mm.
cases. So how easy is it for these people to achieve their goals?
How easy? It depends on everybody in particular. But I think for most of them, if they really want to be successful, they will have to focus. They have to keep their
Mm.
focus
Yeah.
and do the things that, yeah, that they will have to do the things that feel uncomfortable. So they will have to be a little bit more disciplined in some areas. Otherwise, I don't know if it's, yeah, it's really a key.
Yeah.
Discipline is key.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And these people, in a lot of cases, they are moving towards spirituality.
Yeah.
So, and for them, like it's like structure and discipline. It's like going one step back because they are like really conscious. But
Mm.
like sometimes
Mhm.
I call it like the masculine manifestation and
Mm.
the feminine manifestation. So the masculine manifestation is like
Mm.
really the structure and the doing and the
Doing,
result.
yeah, of
And
course.
then the
Mm.
feminine is like trusting and like
Feeling, visualizing, yeah.
feeling.
Mm.
Yeah. So do you mix both components?
Yeah. Yeah, I also teach about masculine and feminine energy in my courses. It's very again, it's very important to have that balance. So for example, I can be very feminine, but I am also masculine because I worked in a corporate environment for 15
Mhm.
years, so I have the both in myself. But sometimes you go too much in the masculine energy, you go too much in the doing, and sometimes you go not enough in the doing, you're too much in the feminine energy. So there again, you have to have that balance. And also for myself, because I'm also a spiritual being, I'm busy with spirituality since always. um, Also spirituality is also discipline. I did my spiritual routine today. If I don't do it every day, it's not okay. I have to do it, like meditation and other things, and clearing yourself in an energetic way. It's important to do it daily. You don't have to do it every day at 7 in the morning, but you have to be okay. I'm gonna do it. Yeah, when am when am I going to do it? It's the same kind of discipline, but it doesn't have to be timed. You can be relaxed. I'm going to do it today during my day when I feel it has to be done. But it's
Mhm.
important to do it. Otherwise, yeah, you will get lost. That's what I,
Mhm. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. 2 years ago, I met Abraham Esther
Ah, yeah.
Hicks,
Yeah. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
yeah, her
With
theory
the
is
vortex and so on. Yeah.
yeah. And she's talking about the positive vortex, but it's really working when you are
Hmm.
really into that vortex. Like everything is possible. Now
Yeah.
she says like the moment that you can feel the emotion
Hmm.
of your goal being achieved,
Hmm.
and the work is done.
Yeah. Yeah. But you have to keep that feeling, of course. Because if you only feel it 1 second, the work is not done. That's also
Yeah,
something I teach, but you have to keep the vibe. One
yeah,
second is not enough. Yeah, of
yeah.
16 seconds or 70 seconds. So
Yeah, so that means like it's yeah, it's partly it starts in your mind, but you have to kind of integrate it in your full body. And the moment that you feel the emotion, so the moment that you bring it like from your head to your heart,
yeah,
that moment, that means like all kind of doubts are gone. Then she
yeah,
says like the work is
yeah.
done.
But there are only few geniuses that can do that from their self.
Mhm,
There are steps to try to control it and to stay
mhm.
in that emotion. That's
Yeah,
also something that I teach during my course, to stay in that vibe.
yeah,
It's really interesting that you bringing it out today. You have to keep that emotion, and that's the hard work.
mhm,
That's the labor that you will have to do to stay in that vibe, and that's not easy.
yeah. And
Yeah.
then, in your case, did goal setting become your way of living?
Yeah. Yeah, I can. Yeah, it's a part of myself, of my life. Of I cannot stop with the content. I have many books. I was reading. Yeah, I cannot stop anymore. Yeah, I feel like I have gold in my hands. It's yeah.
Yeah, is it addictive, goal setting?
Is it addictive? Yeah, maybe for some people it can be addictive, but you can control it again if you know how to. You can control your addiction that you do not become addictive, of course, of it. But I can imagine that some people who really want a lot of money, it can be addictive for them. First they want 500,000, then they want 1 million, then they want five, and so on. It can be addictive, but yeah, but it's in a part it's healthy, but it's important to control yourself, your mind. That's the most important.
Yeah. And then the final question.
Yeah.
What's the goal in your life?
The goal in my life, yeah, I want to build something big with the Mindset Shift Academy, and
Uh-huh.
improve the lives of many persons in Europe and maybe beyond. So I also speak three languages, so French, Dutch, and English. So yeah, I want to make an impact, and then I want to bring out my book, and make an impact. I know that I will do that. I don't know when the big boom or the biggest quantum leap will be there, but yeah, I feel like I'm guided to do that. So it's like my purpose in life.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So, people, if you're looking for a mindset mentor in Dutch, English, or French, Marilien Poelmans,
Thank you, Jim. Thank you. Thank you
thank
for having
you very
me.
much for being here.
It's my
And
pleasure.
let's talk soon again.
Okay. Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye bye, everybody. Bye.
Bye.